Okay, so the YouTube algorithm is a little crazy. All right. As a 3D artist by profession and a college professor part time, this YouTube thing might be the hardest thing to do, if I'm being honest. Just because it feels like day to day, the algorithm or what, and I hate to be the algorithm guy, right? Like, but it feels weird because it's like, all right, some days it feels like YouTube will love you. And then the other days it's like, I'm not even just messing with your stuff. It's so weird. And for somebody who's just starting, it's very, very interesting. I'm kind of in it for the long haul. So for me, I just want to see where it goes. And this is just part of me documenting my experience. So let's dive in a little bit. I just wanted to share some of the stuff that I've been, noticing um, and yeah, let's dive in. So, here's my channel so far. As you can see, when I started posting, I had this channel for over a year. And the first time I posted stuff, it got a couple of traction, but I didn't really have time for the channel. So I literally just stopped posting on the channel for over a year or so. And then I finally came back to it when I had gotten some traction on some other channels that I had, in the sense that I had understood a little bit more about YouTube and I'd been watching more, like I've been focusing solely on growing a YouTube channel and not just producing just random content, right? So I felt like, all right, this would be a good experiment to see how I could do with that. So that's what this channel was, this contentious conversation. Just because I know that, right now in American politics and politics generally around the world, everything is very, you know, contrasting, red versus blue, very matrixy, in the sense that, like, that's the red pill thing is like a hot thing right now. Like, so all of that stuff kind of melded together to kind of form this channel. So I thought it would be like a good experiment to see if I could, grab some traction and see what would happen if this channel actually went up. And my experiment worked a little bit because at first, like, I was like, all right, that makes sense as to what's happening, right? Like, when I first started, like, my first couple of posts, let's see, let's go to my analytics. Okay, so it's weird because, I had been posting and then I would get some traction, boom, and then it would kind of like lull a little bit, but then I would post something and it would get like a bunch of impressions, or like it would get a bunch of views. I'm like, okay, so certain things are working. So I was kind of learning, like, okay, people are clicking more on this yellow text kind of thing, this versus thing. People like it. It works. It probably kind of plays more into that adversarial kind of YouTube audience, right? That want to see, kind of like more. I'm trying to tap into the more like a baser instinct of like, ooh, this guy versus this guy. Like, that's a very easy thing to kind of recognize, understand. You see the verses from far away, you kind of understand what's going on with it. So I'm trying to use whatever little BS psychology I know. I don't know anything. Like, I'm just throwing crap at the wall and hope something sticks, right? At this point, still, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a friggin' noob. So, you know, I was seeing some traction, and then all of a sudden, right? Like, I go to my analytics. I'm like, okay, so this one is boom, the watch time, is subscribers, impressions, and then the click through rate 6%. So, like, I think the goal is to have higher than like 3% or something like that. Um, so like some of these are pretty decent. Like, okay, he's got 9%. These aren't good because some people have like a 25% click through rate. Like some of them, but it tells me that people were watching, some people were interested, And the idea for me was the videos were also going to be supplemented by the community that I was trying to build around it. And I think that was what kind of really helped my channel, in the sense that like I grew pretty fast in like the first 3 weeks that I had on, which is I'm at 37 subscribers now. Apologies. It was 135 when I looked at it. I'm at 137 right now. And I started off with, I think, 0 or 9 when I first, like when I got back to the channel. I can't remember what it was when I came back. Might have been, it's less than double digits for sure. So for me to get to this in 3 weeks was pretty like impressive, and it kind of gave me some ideas. But when I look at this chart, it kind of like depresses me, because like this is the idea of what I was seeing was like, all right, because of the quality of the content that I'm trying to put out, right? I'm doing a bunch of research, I'm looking for keywords, I'm focusing on thumbnail, all the things they tell you to do. I'm doing all of those things, right? And then I'm getting the results that I expect. So it's like, it's making sense. I'm not expecting it to go like hundreds or thousands of views. I'm a nobody, right? Like, but if a few people see the thumbnail, it's good enough, and they click it and it matches what the thumbnail says, and I deliver in a good way, and I'm a little funny and I'm a little charismatic, I might convert that person to, watch another piece of my content, even if I'm not the best at everything, right? So, yeah, like I was getting those kind of views, and it made sense, right? Like I would gain some views there, it would go down a little bit, but then I'd post a video and people, they'd check it out again, and it'd be new people all the time. So it felt like I was getting pushed, and then all of a sudden I posted some videos. So let me just show you what I mean by this, because I can show you in the video form of when I first started. The first video I posted was 4 weeks ago, right? And it got 176 views. And this honestly was what really kind of gave me the motivation to be like, all right, maybe I'm on to something, because it was like I had just come back for the first time. I was essentially a nobody. I had no audience at this time, and I got 176. I'm like, 176 for what? And I was like, okay, maybe it's something I did with this. And then I posted another one, and it's like 98. Okay, they felt it, but they wasn't feeling it like they felt the first one. And I'm like, so I'm a challenge oriented person for some reason. Like, so if you start like throwing curveballs my way, you're like, okay, I'm starting to like, my brain starts to work in different ways. So like, then I'm doing different things. I'm trying different colors with the thumbnail, color combinations, placement of the text, placement, and I'm doing those YouTube thumbnail analyzer things. And I'm trying to figure it out. So like, I'm getting boom, 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 and then it feels like I hit this interest topic, right? I hit this topic that it feels like, okay, you've got something here, right? Because the previous things, a few people were interested or not interested at all. And some of these were like the ones that I felt like I put in the most time and the hours. So I was like, man, that kind of sucks. Like some of the ones that don't get watched are the ones that I felt like I'm doing big research on and stuff like that. And sometimes it's like that. And the ones that you feel like you just like kind of winging it, you're throwing it around, those are the ones that kind of like go for no reason. You're just like, what? Maybe it's because you're more relaxed, you're more loose, you're not thinking about it, you're not trying so hard, so it feels more natural to people. So maybe that's something I have to take into account, right? Like where if I force it too much, if it's too overproduced, maybe people can tell like it's like an instinctual thing. But I'm just taking this off of really small sample size right now. So I feel I need to go on to see what's going on with YouTube. So and the more I post, right, as you can see, 30, 250, 284, 222. So it's getting steady at the 200s. And then I hit my first like 1K, because like the video went from like boom, boom. It just kept going like all day, and it kept rising, just kept rising, just kept rising. And I was like, oh, I'm surprised. I was like, oh, I think this is going to do 1,000 views, 1,000 views. I came back in like a couple of days, and it was like 1.1 or something. I was like, whoa, So I was like, all right, big motivation. And then I posted another one, like I posted some clips of it, and then that did, and then after I posted That one, I tried another clip of something else that was a little different from that. People weren't feeling it. Went back to something more versus related. People were feeling it again. And what I realized is I do have to give it a little bit of time, right? You have to give it 24 hours at least, because I can be very impatient. So like you almost have to deliver and then walk away. Deliver, walk away. So as you can see, my views when I changed topics, when I tried to go to something that, was more funny. I was trying to do this like try not to laugh thing. People weren't feeling it like at all. That was dead. So like I was like, all right, pivot back to like what was working. And it kind of got back to the same views where the same color scheme was kind of working. And then I would go back to the try not to laugh or try to do something comedic and it didn't work. And even some of these like that got 8 views were like I did the versus thing, I did everything. It just didn't pop. So like some of these I'm still like, I don't know. I don't know what's different about the video. But then I kind of hit this sweet spot for like a week or so where I had posted some like Shannon Sharp, Kwame Brown, Shannon Sharp versus whoever, and those were getting, some big traction. I think that's because the content itself was fresh, new. The people who were searching it were searching for something that was you know not different, but like they don't care who they hear it from. They just want to kind of hear what the conversation is. So like I kind of just positioned myself in the middle of a conversation, and I got to kind of stream off a little bit. And it's how I felt about those. So like I benefited from it being a hot current topic as well as it being two really famous people, right? So I understand all of this aspect of YouTube. So, I kind of do content like that. And then, I'm getting similar views, LeBron, Shannon Sharp, like that content really, it performed well for me, right? Versus content with Envy still performs, Shannon Sharp stuff performs, right? So it makes sense, right? And then I do Red Pill content, boom, performs, right? And then it seems like a couple of days ago, it just stops getting like recommended. Like in other the videos, I'd post it for like 3 days and it only get 2 views. So like maybe this audience just does not like alien stuff like at all, and political stuff. Maybe it's not that this shouldn't be the channel for this kind of content, right? So like I'm learning what people want, don't want, like, don't like, and how to kind of navigate. So, that's some of the stuff I wanted to kind of bring to whoever's doing YouTube now as to my approach. This is usually my approach to a lot of things is like I push every single button, like just like see what everything does, and then all right, that works for me. That doesn't work. I don't use that. I don't need that. Then I because I understand how everything works and what people like and what people don't like, I can then kind of decide. All right, I like doing this content every day. Let me go and pursue that. So that's kind of where my stuff is. So like my stuff feels like it's really low right now, but I just think it's because like if I'm being analytical about it, I think it's because that's stuff that the people who watch the other content don't want to see. Like they don't care about alien stuff or they're not into political stuff, right? Like if they're into like Shannon Sharp sports stuff or rumor stuff, right? They might not be into political things or science fiction things, right? So I have to understand that aspect of my audience. And that's my job as the creator to kind of get this data and not take it kind of personally, right? I don't think like I know I started with like, oh, YouTube hates small creators or some stupid stuff like that, but like I now that I'm like analyzing through it, I'm just thinking, all right, well, the people who are watching that stuff probably don't like this crap, so there might be an audience for it, but they don't want to hear it from me, maybe, and so yeah, that's where the data is. And my channel is just steadily growing. I mean, yesterday I thought I had like 130, now I have like 7 more subscribers. So, the subscriber count's going up. I was thinking like I would outpace my subscriber count with my videos, but for some reason it won't let me. I can't post fast enough for it to meet my subscriber count, which is a good thing for me because it's kind of like, all right, I feel like if for every video I post, I should gain a subscriber, and it's kind of outpacing that, so that's kind of cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much it right now on the YouTube journeys. If you guys have any questions, post them in the comments. Definitely check out the community though. The community is dope. People are like definitely interacting with this stuff. So I appreciate you guys who vote. I just posted a new one. These would you rathers. I'm doing one for 100 days. Like I'm doing a 100-day challenge on these. I think at the end of it, I'm gonna do like an entire quiz that I'll post, and hopefully like some people will download it and see if you. It says red blue red pill red pill blue pill, but it's more like what's your it kind of shows you what you believe or helps you understand who you are just a little bit more, what you value more. Like it's not really going to reveal anything maybe about yourself that you don't know, but like maybe you'll see, oh, maybe I do enjoy this more than this, or like, like this one's like, would you rather have perfect logical reasoning skills but struggle with emotional intelligence, or have exceptional emotional intelligence but lack reasoning skills? I mean, so the two people that voted would rather have perfect logical reasoning skills but struggle with emotional intelligence. So like that's pretty interesting. Like I don't know, would I rather have logical reasoning over emotional intelligence? Because if you can, so like would that just make you autistic? Like, I don't understand, like, because, or like I don't know. I think I'll choose emotional intelligence. It's like, okay, well, maybe I don't understand everything, but I'm emotionally intelligent enough to not let it affect my life. I'll pick that. I can't vote on my own thing. Okay, that sucks. Well, um, somebody cast a vote for me. I'll cast a vote on my other channel. But yeah. So things like that. I appreciate you guys, tuning in, voting on these. Does Donald Trump become the first president of the US to serve? Everybody thinks, nah. So comments, please engage. I appreciate everybody that like kind of tunes in and does all this stuff. And, yeah. This is interesting. It's always interesting to see how people feel, right? Like what people are thinking. And yeah, this is a good way to kind of communicate with that. And yeah, definitely check out the shorts as well. I'm trying to see what works, right? Like everybody's saying post shorts, post shorts, post shorts. So like I'm posting shorts, and I'm posting shorts. So like I want y'all to go watch some shorts, man. Go watch some things. Like, share, subscribe. Some of them do good. Like let me see, what's my most popular one? Okay, it's still the Shannon Sharp stuff. Like that's still the most popular one. Like that's my like bread and butter. Like, but do I want to report on Shannon Sharp's every week to get views? No. Like I need to find a way to like make the content itself, like make people understand that they can come to me for more than just Shannon Sharp content, right? And that's my job, to create that atmosphere where people feel like, all right, when they come to my channel, it's not just like this kind of content. You can just come, browse, peruse, hang, chat a little bit, say what up, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what's up. That's it. Let's see what else. What else I want to show you guys? Yeah, okay. Let's do my latest one. And I'm doing this new content where hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff, which is like what an alien, would do if he kind of landed on planet Earth, seeing how crazy everything is in 2023. So if you guys have any ideas, or if you have any videos that you want me to use for this stuff, because this is going to be like a new series that I do, let me know. Let me know. And I'm trying to get a better alien costume, but I don't know. I think, let me know if you guys like this guy, because I have a few, but like I like this guy a little bit. So and I don't have a name for him yet, so maybe I call him Mr. Blueface. Nah, that's that rapper. Nah. Okay. Blue alien dude. I don't know. I'll think of a better name than that. All right. Thank you very much once again for checking out this video. I appreciate you guys as usual. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the YouTube algorithm. Is it screwing me over, or is it just the natural progression, like I said, of like figuring out what's going to be good on the channel? And yeah, let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Ty with Contentious Conversations, and I'm out.